In today's video, I got 3 boxes full of comic books I picked up from the Queen's Comic Party last week. And we're going from a fill-a box for 15 bucks. So the cheapest you can get, what is that? A nickel each, dime each, up to, I bought a Grail book in this box. This book right here. It's probably the best cartoon Harvey book you can get. And I paid about $4 grand for it. So like we're going from the cheapest to the most expensive. Either way, there's a lot of amazing books. Let's start digging into these boxes. Okay, we're gonna go through this box first. It was more than a box. Carl gave me at the end of the show, he's like, I'll fill a box for 15 bucks. I grabbed everything I wanted. So a little bit over. So I ended up paying $20 for a box and like maybe a quarter of a box. So it was 150 to 200 bucks for 20 bucks. That's a steal. Okay, let's go through this box. Okay, first handful. There was a handful of Captain America books that I grabbed from him just after I pulled out everything I wanted. There was like a little extra stack that I had put to the side just in case I couldn't fit a full box. Because as you fill a box, you're not 100% sure you're going to find enough. So I always put a couple like I sort of want, but not desperately wanting. But after I paid him 20 bucks, I'm like, oh, throw in these 4. He's like, sure. So technically, I think the 4 Captain America books here are free. Captain America $6.95. That's like modern Marvel stuff. I end up not buying when it's new just because I end up getting it so cheap. $6.96. And I thought these covers looked pretty cool. Let's see, $6.97 and $6.98. Was there actually more than 4? Oh, there was more than 4. Okay, $6.99. I think these are all just the A variants or the regular covers. Okay, so some of the stuff I did pull out was Electropolis #1. Interesting looking Indy. Hellhole #2. I'll grab interesting looking indies for 10 cents anytime I see them. Animal Man 36, a nice Brian Bowling cover. DC Showcase Presents #70. Leave It to Pinky. Kind of lowest grade, but for 10 cents, why not? Josie and the Pussycats #51. This is like the 3rd or 4th appearance of the band. So, 10 cents is a steal on that. Conan #9. I've been kind of wanting to grab more Conan books that I thought I needed. So at that price, I'm going to grab them all day long. Okay, next handful. More Conan books. Conan #4. Again, I'm going to grab, or I've been wanting to grab kind of the Conan runs I didn't think I had as much. I might have it. I'm not 100% sure, but at 10 cents, I'm not thinking. Conan and the Jewel of Gwalior. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Pretty awesome cover, #3. 10 cents for that. Or what is... Yeah, it's about 10 cents I think I paid for these. Frank Cho, Skyborn. Did he do all the interior artwork? Oh, I think he did. Oh, yeah. I do really like Frank Cho artwork. Very, very little dialogue, though. It's probably very easy to read, but looks gorgeous. 10 cents all day long. Doctor Strange 3. This was a Carol Danvers variant. That was kind of neat. 10 cents. Why not? I don't think it's like super valuable or anything, but, the price is right. Green Lanterns #1. Variant cover. $6 cover price. Like, I'll buy these all day long for that price. Kiss #1 from the Dynamite series. Batman #41 with a beautiful Poison Ivy cover. The Plot Holes #1. I just thought that was a really beautiful cover. It's interior artwork. Interior looks pretty cool too. That's awesome. James Bond 007 GoldenEye #1. Blood Wolf #3. That's kind of a cool painting cover. I like that. Samurai Volume 2 #1 from Aircel. Elf Lord #1. I think that one might have a little bit of value since it's the #1. I like picking up kind of, the super indie stuff for cheap when I can. No Such Thing as Monsters #1. First hideous issue. Like the artwork's not blowing me away or anything, but it's still kind of an interesting looking indie. Laser Eraser and Press Button #6. I might have had that one already, but it's one of those things where I was like, I almost put it back. I was like, no, it's 10 cents. I'm paying so cheap. Don't even worry about it. The Ventures #2. It's a fun, like Dungeons and Dragons type cover. Artwork looks pretty awesome. Okay. That's cool. Geriatric Gangrene Jiu-Jitsu Gerbils number 2. That's fun. Next Men Aftermath number 44. Next Men Aftermath number 43. Like that cover. Okay, next handful. We have Batman Superman number 37. I keep buying these. I'm pretty sure I might have a near complete run. I really didn't need to figure out which ones I need. But this cover didn't look as familiar. It's not the greatest cover either. But I just grabbed it because it didn't look as familiar to me. And at 10 cents, I was like, you know what? If it's a duplicate, it's not the end of the world. Indiana, or the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles number 1. That's cool. I like that show when it was on TV back in the mid-90s. I forget when it came out. Or late 80s, 90s, something like that. Astonishing Tales number 1, awesome Kenneth Rocafort cover. Maniac of New York number 1. More fun indie stuff. Annihilation Prologue number 1. I might have that one already, but the cover's awesome. Orphanage number 1. Sandman Overture. Not sure the number, but I didn't think I had anything from this run, so for 10 cents, why not? Pathways to Fantasy number 1. That's an awesome cover. Absolutely love that cover. Dark Souls number 4. Indiana Jones and the Spear of Destiny number 1. That's a cool painted cover. Tales of the Sunrunners number 1. Nice indie, super indie. Marvel Knights. So something like this, I might have grabbed just to get the box filled. I'd probably have it already, and I figure I'd probably get $2 or $3 out of it. And, you know, I sell that for $3. It pays for a third of a box. Or, you know, a big chunk of it. I love buying cheap comics. Okay, next handful. More Indiana Jones. Like, these are really cool to get these for, you know, super duper cheap. I don't think I normally would be able to find them that cheap. And it's the kind of thing that I know if I don't know if I have them. If I don't have them, I'm happy to get them. But if I do have them, I'm sure I could get like $3 a piece. Let's see. Indiana Jones, The Spirit of Destiny number 2. Detective Comics number 0 from the New 52. I think that one has a little bit of value. Batman number 0. Those I'm pretty sure I had. But again, sometimes you buy some stuff for value when you're buying cheap. Supergirl 74. These higher numbers I think are a little bit higher to get from this one. Let's see. Naive Interdimensional Commando Koalas. It's not one of those like Ninja Turtle, like clone copy type comics. I didn't know anything about it, but I love the name. I love that it's a Beatles homage, kind of. I thought that was actually kind of cool. Stark Future number 3. That looked cool too. It's Science with Dr. Radium, number 1. Ralph Snart Adventures, number 1. So yeah, I was grabbing a lot of indie stuff. Batman 465, again, that's the kind of thing. Maybe I get like $3 out of it. More Conan, number 27. Conan, number 14. I'm actually really happy I grabbed these. Conan 13, covers are awesome. Uncanny X-Men Annual, number 11. 10 cents on that's a steal. Strange Days number 1. I might have this one already, but for 10 cents, I couldn't resist. Sheena, Queen of the Jungle number 3. Babylon 6. That's cool. I didn't have those yet, so I'm actually happy to grab some Babylon comics. Number 5. Okay, nice handful. Mr. Monster number 5. Like, that cover's awesome. 10 cents felt like a steal on that. Mr. Monster number 4. Laser Eraser Press Button number 3. I know I had some of this series. I just couldn't remember which one, so I just grabbed all the ones he had. Because at 10 cents, like, you know, if I buy 3 and I only needed 1, I paid 30 cents. That's nothing. That's number 1. Siphons number 3. Flesh and Bone featuring Delgado number 3. Airboy number 8. I think this is, yeah. That's the one with a nice Dave Stevens back cover. That's got to be like a $5, $10 book. Political Power with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I am an Arnold fan. In the 80s, I loved all his movies. Batman 89. I thought that was a pretty awesome looking cover. Star Wars Bounty Hunters 14. Wasn't sure if I had this one, but for 10 cents, I'm going to grab any Star Wars book I see. Champions Outlawed number 2. Awesome Miss Marvel cover. I don't know if that's a... I think it's the A cover, but that cover is gorgeous. Dark Ages number 2. Unwritten number 13. Beautiful cover. Tex Avery's Droopy. I thought that was kind of a cool looking cover. And American Splendor number 3. Okay, next handful. We have Hellblazer number 2. Angel number 1. Black Cotton number 1. Dead Boy Detectives number 3. Sweet Tooth The Return number 1. Thor 15. I think that's a Stephanie Hans cover. Not 100% sure. I just really like the artwork. Marvel Knight Spider-Man, another good Spider-Man book. Kang the Conqueror number 1. Junkyard Joe number 2. Black Manta number 1. Like the cover on that. Batman the World number 1. I guess it's a Batman Day free comic. I overpaid by 10 cents. Bermuda number 1. Cool looking cover. Colonial Marines Aliens number 7. Love alien stuff. Hamster Vice number 5. Hamster Vice number 6. Zero Tolerance number 1. Mr. Monster number 8. Mr. Monster number 7. All right, next handful. We have Siegel and Schuster, Dateline 1930s. So I think this is, I guess it's unpublished works that they did back in the 30s. I thought that was really cool. 10 cents. I'm going to buy that all day long. Blondie 197. Love buying old Charlton books for cheap. Outcast number 1. I'm going to buy these every time I see them. Orchid number 1. Beautiful painted cover. No Such Thing as Monsters number 3. Really indie looking book. Super indie. St. Mark's Comics. That's interesting. Let's see. Incredible Hulk 627. Hulk number 10. Beyond Amazing variant. Hulk number 9. A Miracle Man variant. Hellboy number 2. Or Giant Robot Hellboy number 2. That's cool. It's actually really cool. Animax number 1. Black Hawk 255. Wasn't sure if I had that one. Superman Returns prequel number 1. Haven't seen that before. Regarding the Matter of Oswald's Body number 1. I love grabbing any Boom Studios whenever I see them for cheap. Geiger number 3. Evil Ernie Youth Gone Wild number 1. Challengers of the Unknown number 1. I think that's like just a reprint issue. Eve Proto Mecha number 1. I might have had this one, but I wasn't sure. 10 cents. I'm just going to grab it. Wesley Snipes The Exiled number 1. A Whatnot comic. Avenging Spider-Man number 1 with Red Hulk. Sinister War number 2 variant edition. And regular number 2. Another handful. Beavis and Butthead. These are just going to grab every time I see them. Any Beavis and Butthead stuff. I don't blow them out in my shop, but they sell, maybe like 5 to 10 a month. So I'll grab all the ones I can find. Number 22. I do think I have all of them at this point. Michael Jordan comic. It is got some tape pull going or something, but it's Michael Jordan. Why not? Beavis and Butthead, especially at 10 cents. Detective 863. The Transmutation of Ike Garuda. Sounds interesting. Oh, and it looked to me, I really, really, really like the way this looks inside. I actually kind of want to read it. I like the coloring a lot on that. S featuring Masquerade and Mighty Samson. Diva Thieves number 6. Secret Avengers number 2, second print variant. Blood of the Innocent number 2. I think I was missing one. I just couldn't remember which one, so I grabbed a couple from this series. Number 3. Blip and the Cads, number 2. Super Indy. Blood of Dracula, number 3. Blood of Dracula, number 2. Yeah, 10 cents each feels, like a great price on these. And Blood of the Innocent, number 4. Death Craze Teenage Superheroes, number 1. Super Indie book. Skiz, number 1. Interesting looking. Ripley's Believe It or Not. I'm not sure the number. It's a subscription copy. That's kind of neat, actually, for 10 cents. G.I. Joe and Transformers, number 2. And Void Indigo, number 2. Okay, next handful, we got Madhouse Comics, number 119. That's a fun cover. I need to make a list of all the Archies I need. I have probably half of all the ones they've ever published. I need to figure out what I still need, though. Godzilla, number 9. Even though it's kind of lowish grade, I'm going to buy Godzilla books for 10 cents all day long. Bloodshot Reborn, number 0. Peter Pag variant. 10 cents feels like a steal on that. Dark Knights 3, book 2. I think this is one of the rarer variants. Bone 21. I'm a sucker. I'll buy Bone all day long when they're cheap. I mean, I'll pay $1, but 10 cents? Yeah, not even a second thought on that. Silver Surfer Annihilation, number 1 is an awesome cover. Captain America 700. Love the cover on that. Linda Medley Castle Waiting, number 16. Interior artwork looks good to me. I like it. That looks cool. Project Echo versus the Universe. I actually kind of like the movies they did in the 80s. That's kind of neat. The Crow Walking Nightmares, number 1. Dark Child, number 1 from Maximum Press. Black Ops, number 3. Actually, I might have that. Fire from Heaven, number 3. Fish Police, number 1. That felt like a nice comic to get for 10 cents. X-Mutants, number 6. And another Beavis and Butthead. All right, next handful, we have Edge of Chaos, number 3. Is that Gray Morrow? Beautiful cover. Like, that feels like a steal for 10 cents. Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes. I'm pretty sure I had these, but I know I can get like $3 or $4 pretty easily. Nice early bronze Superman-related book. That's pretty cool, actually. I love the cover on that, too. Venture Comics, $4.53. Action Comics, $4.27. A little bit lower grades, maybe like $2. But, at 10 cents, I'm going to just grab them. Superboy, $2.07. Superboy, $2.09. Superboy, $2.01. Superboy, $2.03. Venture Comics, $4.54. Some more semi-modern Valiant. I'm guessing these are maybe within the last 10 years. Anything within the last 10 years for me feels just modern, but 2000, yeah, it's 10 years ago. It's got this beautiful, what's his name? Clayton Crane. The interiors are all Clayton Crane. Like, this book is gorgeous. I feel like 10 cents was a steal on it just by how beautiful it is inside. Yeah, that's a cool book for 10 cents. Divinity number 1, Matt Kind. Divinity number 4. I might have those already, but at 10 cents, I'm just going to grab them just in case there's one I needed. I can always, try to get $1 out of the ones that I have already. Book of Death number 1. Book of Death number 2. Cool cover. XO Manowar 25th Anniversary Special number 1. Ninjak number 6. I think there's some Ninjak with Tula Lote on the cover. I need to track down like a rare variant that's kind of expensive. Divinity number 2. Love the covers on these. I just think they're so cool looking. I think the interiors are pretty cool too. Yeah, they look pretty decent. I like the kind of heavier stock on the back. What were these? $4 originally. Get them for 10 cents. Feels like a deal. Book of Death number 1. That's awesome. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen number 4. Next handful, we have a modern, not modern day, but newer Star Slayer, not the 80s version, but I don't know, early 2000s. I was like, you know what? At 10 cents a piece, like I would avoid these. I don't love the covers. I mean, they're okay. Mike Grell is, okay. I like his art, but just the production of these, they just didn't sing to me. But at 10 cents, I was like, you know what? Why not? Because I love collecting the original ones. Number 3. Number 1. Maybe just the coloring is just off on these. Like the line work looks pretty nice. It's just the coloring is a little bit off. Number 2. More Babylon 5. Another awesome Kenneth Rocafort issue. Astonishing Tales number 1. Number 2. I do really, really like Kenneth Rocafort stuff. Oh, and this awesome Audie Granoff Hercules Spider-Man issue. That was cool. Patchy Skies. Thought that looked cool. Sabretooth, just grab that because I know that's the kind of book that I can blow out at like $3 or $4. Submariner miniseries with newsstands. Number 3. I think there might be another one. Maybe that's it. Captain America 188. Early bronze Captain America. I can't leave for 10 cents. Detective 847. Inhumans variant number 1. Marvel Team Up 146. Spider-Man number 5. Fusion number 9. Okay, and then one more handful from this cheap box. As you can see, I think I got a really amazing deal on these. Babylon 5 number 4. Uncanny X-Men Annual number 18. Annual 15. Annual 16. Like this stuff I know I can get $2 to $4 each. Number 7. So this is more like just grab a few things to pay for everything else. Number 12. Captain America 183. Babylon 5 number 3. Star Slayer number 8. Some more of this run. Number 7. And number 6. That cover is kind of cool. Okay, so yeah, that box is fun. Okay, second box we're going to go through. This is from a couple vendors. I know I got a couple things from my friend Kyle. A few books from my friends Billy and Ian. And I think another handful of 20 books I bought from Carl when they were $1 each. Okay, let's dig through this box. All right, first few books I got from Kyle. He had this marked at 20. I wasn't quite sure where he got that price from. He wasn't sure either, so he said, all right, let's look it up. We looked it up. It's just the A cover, so it's not really worth much. So I gave him $3. I gave him $3 because it's a beautiful Jeff Deacle cover, and I really do like Jeff Deacle artwork. So I was like, all right, I'll give him $3 for that. And then, one of these, I think it was $2 for the pair. So we got Dark Horse Presents number 8. Always mix this up. I think number 10 is the one of value, so I had to double check it because I wasn't going to give him $1 if it was number 10, which is the first appearance of the mask. Number 8, still awesome concrete cover for $1. And number 6 for $1. I might have these already, but I'm a sucker for concrete. Yeah, I'm a big fan of his. And I want to buy something from Kyle. I like buying from him. He's my friend. Support him a little bit. So I figured, or it's not really the end of the world if I had them already at $1 each. Okay, I bought a whole bunch of books from Billy and Ian. They were having a 50% off sale. So Ian had his own books, and then they had books that they shared. So I just dug through the books they shared. And so what I got this awesome Peach Momoko cover, $5, 50% as priced. I didn't have it yet. I love Peach Momoko. So I'm going to grab any Peach Momoko I see. I don't know if $5 is a good price, but it's cover price, so I don't feel like I overpaid it. You know what I'm saying? And then there's a whole bunch of these Spirit issues. I paid $1.50 each, which is awesome. I love collecting these. Spirit 66, and I'm not sure which ones I needed, so $1.50 felt like a good enough price to get these. 63. 64. They have great covers. Just love the artwork in them. 62. 61. Number 46. I need to figure out what I need. I really need to go and start making some like hunting list of the series I'm working on, just so, because I feel like I keep buying duplicates. But I'm usually pretty good at just recognizing covers, and a lot of these I hadn't recognized. So I do think I need a good chunk of them. Number 43. These are awesome covers. I love them. Okay, next handful. We got some Cave Woman, which I got a whole bunch from Street Side Anthony a couple months ago. So filling the runs a bit. $2.50, so 50% off as marked. More Spirits, number 44, $1.50. Toxic Avenger, $2.50. Thought that was cool. Cave Woman 6 for $2.50. Avengers, or All New, All Different Avengers, number 1 for $2.50, the variant. We got Avengers 22 variant for $2.50. Strangers in Paradise, number 2 for $2. This is one of the ones with the gold foil. I wasn't sure if I had that one, so I grabbed that. Spirit number 10 for $2. That's pretty cool. Scud number 11 for $3. Would like to finish getting the rest of this run. Number 20 for $1.50. And Marvel Zombies number 3, another Peach Momoko cover for $2.50. Thought that was awesome. Okay, then I bought a handful of Nausicaa books from them. They had them priced at $12, so $6 still felt high. So I asked them and I negotiated, and so we did $3 each on these, which I'm really happy with. So you have Nausicaa and the Value of Wind. Now I don't know, like, what volume is this? This is, I'm not sure. I think I need a couple of these, but I'm not 100% sure on that. And if they're duplicates, it's not the end of the world, because I love Hayao Miyazaki artwork. Let's see. So that's number 5. This is number 6. These are awesome. I love this movie. Part 3, 2? Yeah, I think these are the higher series I need. This one I might have had. Number 4. Let's see. Number 3. Love the artwork on these. And part 1, 2. It's so hard to kind of figure out what I need. So I just, at that price, $3, I'm just going to grab them. Back to the 50% off ones. We have more of the Spirit. So there's just a whole run of these. 47 for $1.50. Like, I'm actually really happy to get so many at once. 49 for $1.50. Number 51 for $1.50. Number 50 for $1.50. Number 59 for $1.50. Number 60. Number 57. These covers are awesome. Number 48. Number 53. Number 54. And number 56. Love those. $1.50 felt like a great price on these. Okay, more of the 50% off ones. We got the Spirit 52. Okay, and then the other thing I negotiate with them is I love buying the 80s and 90s manga US reprints, but I don't want to pay a lot for them. So I negotiated, and they let me buy a handful for $1 each. So we have Dracoon number 1. Love this stuff. Dracoon number 6. Inuyasha 2 part 3. Love Rumiko Takahashi stuff's $1. Felt great on that. Dracoon number 2. Really like that cover. Akibo number 14. So that was also $1. Inuyasha part 3 number 4. And part 3 number 5. So yeah, $1 each on those. Love Rumiko Takahashi stuff. So I'm actually really happy to pick those up. Okay, another handful of the Nausicaa's for $3 each. We got I'm always confused by which one is which. I don't know if this is the original number 2, but I don't recognize this one. I know I have a complete set of the first 5 or whatever. But then it's the later volumes that I'm missing a handful. And I couldn't remember which ones I was missing, so I just bought them all. It's a bad habit I have, but I'd rather, buy it and try to sell it later than miss out on it. Especially something as cool as Nausicaa. Part 2, number 4. Yeah, that one I don't recognize. I'm pretty sure I needed that one. And number 7. Those are awesome. Okay, one more handful from Billy and Ian. So we got the Warrior Demon number 3. So these are more of the manga. They did $1 each. The Dream Warrior number 1. I wonder, I kind of want to see what these look like inside. I don't know if these are manhwa or the manga. They have a fun, sort of more cartoony style to them. Yeah, I really like the way they look. Okay, the Warrior Demon number 2. Dominion number 4. Dominion number 3. Dominion number 2. Dominion number 1. Outlanders book 2 number 2. Venus Wars number 2. I just a couple months ago I watched the original movie and I kind of enjoyed it. The artwork's really good on these. Venus War number 4. Actually, I want to look inside. Yeah, these look cool. You know, this story was, it was okay. It wasn't the best anime I've ever watched, but I just thought it looked really pretty. Fun and Perils in the Trudyverse, number 1. Chrono War? Not sure how you say that, but it looks cool. Scud number 15. Outlanders number 1. And Outlanders number 4. So yeah, lots of awesome books from them. Okay, now we're going to go through this box. I realized, all right, this stack here, or most of this stack right here was maybe 30 books I bought from Streetside Anthony for $500. He had them priced at $1,300. He gave me 60% off, so it's a good deal. And then I have about $1,000 worth of books that I bought from my Carbo. Lots of Golden Age stuff, some pinup magazines, and then a big grail. We're going to leave the grail for last. All right, let's dig through this box. Okay, this is a stack of 18 books I paid $20 for. They were $1 each. I gave Carl a couple extra books because of one book that I thought was, way underpriced. He said no matter what the price was, they were $1 each. So we got Jungle Girls number 16. These are fun because these are black and white reprints of old Fiction House books. So if you want to just see the awesome old line art. Actually, that looks modern. Yeah, there's the back. So you have just the awesome old line art just done on black and white. I think this is actually really cool. I want to collect all of these. I thought it was really awesome to see the reprints. Yeah, and then I guess the front is modern stuff. Okay, that was really cool for $1. I think there's like 18 or so issues of this run. I want to get them all. Okay, and then we have Mike Wolfer's Widow number 1. Okay, and so this is the book. I just said, let me give you a couple bucks extra because I felt like $1 was too cheap on this. Casper number 53. There's a little bit of a hole punch there, but it's in relatively good shape. $1 was a steal on that. So even $3 is a steal on that. House of Secrets 141. I love Bronze Age horror stuff. Critters number 11. Awesome cover. Linda Medley's Castle Waiting Interiors Part 1. Love the cover. The interior artwork's actually kind of fun too. Like stuff like that. The Hunt for Green October number 2. Thought that was awesome. Fist of the North Star number 8. That's actually really cool. Samurai Jack book. Love Samurai Jack. One of my all-time favorites. Number 4. Vicious number 1. It's a cool looking book. More Beavis and Butthead for $1. Why not? Grab these all day long. Bart Simpson 17. Not in the greatest shape, but I think I can get $2 or $3 out of that. The Tick number 2. Black Crown number 3. Love the cover. Thought the artwork inside looked pretty cool. It's an interesting looking book. For $1, why not? Love stuff like that. Philip K. Dick, Android's Dream of Electric Sheep. I thought that was really cool. Artwork's okay, but awesome story. Motherless Child. Not sure the number, but it's a kid. I'm going to grab kitchen sink books when I see them for $1. They're just usually really, really... I mean, look how amazing the artwork is. They're usually just really interesting indie books with really cool artwork. And then the Unethical Spider-Vark number 1. I thought that was really cool. It's a Spider-Man 129 homage. I love service stuff. You gotta kind of read it like that. So that was really cool for $1 each. Okay, this one vendor had a $1 bin. I just grabbed a couple books. I was trying not to go too crazy. Supernaturals number 3. $1 a steal on that though. And then the Spirit number 4, the awesome Darwin Cook cover. That I'm gonna buy all day long at $1. Okay, so here's the Streetside Anthony books. These were a lot of books that I've wanted, like modern books, modern Archie books, just expensive books. $20 feels like too much, but he gave me 60% off. So I actually paid, it might have been like 61.3% off because it was $1,300 worth he gave to me for $500. You can do the math. So basically paid $8 for this Nathan Sardi book. That looked awesome. And then he had a whole bunch of these Nono Pereira. Is that how you say the artist name? I'm not sure. I've wanted these. I think they're awesome. They're expensive because they're limited edition. He had this price at 60. 60 might have been a little bit high, but he gave me, 60% off. So I really paid like 24, which is probably like I might be able to get that on eBay before shipping, maybe a little bit under. So I was I'm buying it from a friend. Why not? Love it. That's an awesome Sabrina cover. Another Zerdy book for $8. That's amazing. And then the third one for $8. Okay, and then the $40 ones would have been 16. 16 would be a good price. It's probably about $8 under what it would cost. Absolutely love these. I think they're gorgeous. Oh, this is one I really wanted too. The Dawn McTeague. She did a Monster High cover and she did this Beetlejuice cover. I need to get all of them. I think there's like a trade and a version of each. So $12 for that felt like a great price. Thrilled to get that. That was actually really high on my want list. Another one of these for $24. I think I ended up getting like 2/3 of the covers this artist has done for Archie's in this style. So I'm actually really happy to get them. This one was $30, which actually I think is a good price because that one's a little bit more desirable. I got these awesome, I forget the artist on this, but it's in reference to that like famous 90s one where she's diving off the board like with her back angled. So it's like a few minutes later. Beautifully done cover, $12. Yeah, I'm going to grab that. And then there's the trade dress for $8. Happy to get that. Another one of these Nona or No. I'm so bad with names. A beautiful cover. Absolutely love these. Another cover. Let me look at one of these. I don't know which comics these are. Sure, it says on the back cover. So this is a Betty and Veronica. It doesn't say which issue it is. Betty and Veronica, Friends Forever, #1. I love that cover. I don't know how limited these are, but I know they're pretty darn limited. So yeah, I'm thrilled to pick up so many of these all at once. Okay, next handful, more of these awesome Archie books. It's like a Black Cat Sabrina mashup one. Love that one. That one was gorgeous. Not as familiar with this artist. I just thought it was a really cute Sabrina cover, so I grabbed it. Oh, this one I absolutely love. It's a Cinderella Love homage. So it's a homage to a Matt Baker cover, but for an Archie book. $12 for that. Felt like a steal. Amazing book. That might be one of my favorite books I've picked up. Another Archie, so that was $24 on that one. Wasn't quite sure what this book was. I just really liked the cover. So $8 on that. $30 on this one. So not as big of a discount, but still amazing. Another awesome Sabrina one. Love the Sabrina ones. Oh, and then some Josh Burns covers to that same diving cover homage, I guess. So we got, I think he had all 3 versions of these. Yeah, so I got all 3 versions. $12 each felt like a good price on them. There might have been a trade dress on these. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, last handful from Streetside Anthony. We got True North #2 for $5. Awesome Cerebus cover. Absolutely love the artwork on this one. I thought that one was amazing. The No artist again. The Scarlet cover for $12. That cover's awesome. I love that. Throwback to the 80s G.I. Joe, which is my favorite. Oh, and he had a couple of Sun Kamenicki covers, which I want to collect all the covers. I mean, she does beautiful covers. They're just a stunning Pokemon homage, I guess. And limited to 400. He did for $16. That felt like a steal on that. And then another Sun Kamenicki cover. I don't know if it's supposed to be a Pokemon or not. I mean, she looks beautiful. Beautiful artwork. $12 on that. David Nakayama, Josie and the Pussycats cover. Love that one. That was $12. More of these. Love that. I did grab one older Bronze Age horror book for, what was that, $6? It might be a little high on that, but that's okay. I love Bronze Age horror stuff. Strange Suspense Stories, #7 for $4. Why not? I love this one. The little, what would you call that? Sock hop, the roller skate diners from the 50s and 60s. Although it looks like there's like an octopus in the ice cream. That's weird. Kind of awesome though. Oh, and then this is the other G.I. Joe one. Absolutely love it. Baroness. Another Christmas one. So yeah, I'm really happy to get probably like 2/3 of the covers that he did. I've been wanting to get them for a while. They're expensive. I felt like I got between 10 and 30% off of what it would cost to get them on eBay. So I'm thrilled to get those. Amazing. Okay, let's go through my Carbo stack. These, I forget the exact price. I know the total was like $1,000. And I'm going to guess what I paid on each one. So I had a stack of the cartoony ones. I think he did like 10 each on these. Real Screen 127. Super Duck might have been a little bit more. That might have been like a $20 issue. But Super Duck 49. Love getting the old Archie stuff when I can. This was, I think Tencent sold me this one for $5. This is a guy that sells with them usually. $5 is a steal. It is reattached with tape. But for $5 with an awesome, Charles Bureau cover I'm going to buy that all day long, honestly. Real Screen number 32. I got to figure out what I need. He said this came from the same collection that I had bought from him. So they're just more issues that he picked up from the same guy. So I probably don't have them, but I have to double check. I might be buying duplicates at this point. Abbott and Costello number 20. Actually really happy to get this. I want to get all the issues from that run. I want to pay cheap. A lot of times they're 50 to 100. I think he sold it to me for 20, so I'm thrilled with that price. Real Screen 98, awesome. Real Screen 102, happy to get these. Fox and Crow number 8, nice lower number. Dagwood. So what happened was, as we were negotiating, he would give me a price. I'm like, I'm not sure. He said he wouldn't go down, so I was just like, how about throw in a book from this pile? So he had a pile of like $5 to $10 cartoony stuff. So I think this was a throw-in one. Dagwood number 35. Actually really happy to get that. Dixie Duggan number 8. I think that one was 20. Blondie 61. That was another one of the throw-ins. Really fun to get. All right, next stack we have Leave It to Binky 31. Fun book. I want to get that full run as well. There's a lot of this Golden Age kind of more affordable runs that I'm kind of working on. I need to make a list. But it's one of those things where you might see them once every few months. You don't find them easily. So when I do find them, it feels like a jackpot. Jughead number 19. This one I think was closer to 100. It's in pretty decent shape. It's a good like 4050 copy. So actually really happy to get that. Real Screen 36. I think we're back down to the 10. It might have been 15, but I think it was 10 each on these. Real Screen. It might be 15, but then he threw in some of the other books. Xenozoic Tales number 14. This one I think was around $10. Really awesome Mark Schultz book. Target Comics volume 3 number 6. I think I paid 40 or 50. It's missing the center wrap, but I think the price was still relatively good on that. The only problem is the center wrap. It means the Basil Wolverton story is cut, which is the main reason why I would want those. Black Hawk 65. I think I paid 20 on this. I have this issue already, but I love it. It's an awesome, electric chair cover. It might be slightly better than the one I had already. So I was like, why not? For $20? Sure. Little People, these were either 5 or throw in. I forget. It's a Del 4 color number 485. Little Iodine. Little Eva number 10. This is the L section of the collector. Annie Oakley or Del 4 color 481. So I was just grabbing some of the 4 colors to fill in my run. Double Trouble with Goober, number 516. Okay, next handful. Again, I think the Disneys were throw-ins or like $5. Walt Disney Comics and Stories 156. I do love collecting the old Disney stuff, especially when it's cheap. Number 155. Del 4 color 408. This one might have been a little bit more just because it's one of those nicer Del 4 color Disney ones. TikTok Tales number 33. Mickey Mouse Del 4 color 343. So that one might have been a little bit more. Little Scouts Del 4 color 506. This one I think might have been $50. Not 100% sure. The artwork is lovely. We're going to take a look at this. It's a lower restored grade because it has some tape holding it together. be careful. Yeah, just inside on the cover there's some tape, but that's okay. I buy it. It's cheap because if it's higher grade, it's kind of expensive. But like, look how lovely the artwork is. I love the coloring. I love the line work on these. Just really good, cutesy cartooning. Oh man, I absolutely love the way this looks. You think of Sunny Angels is basically this. One page is torn there, but that's okay. Like I said, it has some flaws, but I bought it just so that we can actually look through it because it is just cute to me. I love the line art on this. Oh, okay, just a couple more wordy pages. Let's get back to the cartooning. Oh, more wordy pages. Some other cartoon, not as exciting for me. I like the QP page. Oh, and then this is just Pedo or something else. I like the QP pages. This, I might be saying this wrong. Is this the first appearance of QPs in comics? Not 100% sure. But yeah, happy to get that. I might end up trying to find a really nice higher grade one for a few $100 down the road. Modern Comics number 55, a nice earlier Blackhawk book. I like getting Blackhawk stuff. Okay, so this book is rough. I'm going to move these out of the way so we can talk about this book. So we got Archie number 4. I don't know if it's complete. It's very brittle. Pages are disconnected. It's still thick, so it might all be in there. It might be slightly out of order. This is a book that needs work because it's brittle. But the main image is all there, and that's the main thing I want. I paid $200 for it. Now, is $200 a good price? I don't know. On eBay right now, there's some graded 1.5s going for like $1,000. This might be just a 0.5 if it's incomplete, but I think books like this have that lower end compression where the price doesn't jump too much. Like it's high to begin with, and then it really slowly goes up the first few grades. So $200 might have been a steal on that. I don't know. Archie 4 is not the kind of book you think you're going to own any. When I go hunting for comics, I don't think I'm going to find an Archie 4. There's not a lot of these left in the world. 20, 50 of them, something like that. Thrilled to get that. Again, even if it's incomplete, it's really neat to have. Really neat. Okay, Napoleon and Uncle Elby. I don't remember. It wasn't a book I was dying to get, but I think he just threw it in, or I may have paid like $10 for it. Not 100% sure. And Army and Navy Comics, Volume 2. Let's see, Volume 1, Number 2. I really like the cover. The guy's like tattooing him. Well, or he's not tattooing. I guess he's injecting him with something. So he's getting some kind of vaccine or something, or treatment. But it's into the guy with the tattoo. I don't know. I thought it was kind of cool. I think I paid $20-25 for that one. Not in the greatest shape, but it's also an older book. So really happy to get that. Next little handful. When you collect these really, really old books, sometimes you have to settle for kind of lower condition just because they don't exist. Or if you want them in like nice condition, it's going to cost hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. Justice number 17. I think he gave me this one for $50. It has a bit of a crease right there, but other than that, it looks pretty nice. Oh, you can't see the back. I think that's a Charles Bureau cover. Not 100% sure because I don't see a signature, but it kind of looks like his stuff. I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool. Let's see. Fathom number 0. Just an awesome Michael Turner cover. I don't know what I paid on that. I don't even know if I got that from Mike. If I did, it was, like a cheaper throw-in. Turok, I think number 6. I think we did 20 on that. GI Combat number 29. Beautiful war cover. This one might have been 50. Might have been less. I forget. Aquaman number 8. It's like a 4.0, 4.5 condition. I love these Nick Cardy covers. I wasn't sure if I had this one. I think I'm actually missing maybe 5 or 6 from the first 10. For some reason, I thought I had them, but then when I double checked, I didn't. So I gotta go start trying to find them. This one's super dope. So Millie the Model number 7. It's got some tanning and staining right here, but it's a solid copy. Like the interior pages look pretty good. There's no major rips or tears. I believe I paid $200 for this one. Very good price for this issue. This earlier under 10 Millie the Models, you just don't find them, and when you do, it's hard to find them in any kind of grade. I think this is a decent 2530 condition. I'm really happy with that. And that would be probably the most expensive book I got from him, except for the Grail. Okay, and then we got Calling John Forrest Magic Agent number 2. $5 or $10. I forget. Something like that. Okay, let's look at the pinup magazines. Okay, so this stack he sold to me for $10 each, which I think is a affordable price, cheap price. I just thought they're pretty fun. So we have Glance. Don't know the number, but for $19.49. Thought that was super cool. Okay, this is not a pinup, but he sold me this Barry Windsor Smith book. It might have been $10. I forget on that one. Let's see, Jest from 1942. So World War II era, $10. C from 1953 for $10. I'm not as big of a fan of the photo cover. I like the illustrated ones more, but for $10, I figured why not. Picture Show from 1948. Picture Show from 1949. Picture Show from 1948. Let's see. Picture Show, the first issue, I guess. So $10 is probably a steal on that one. C from 1949. C from 1947. Awesome Jane Russell cover. I like that one a lot. I like the pink background and just the overall look of it. And Sword number 2. So yeah, those are a lot of fun for $10 each. Now for the Grail I picked up. I might have overpaid on this. We're going to talk what I paid, why I paid. But when I saw this, or he called me up to say he got a copy. He says he hasn't had them that often, like once every 5 years or something like that. But for me, this is a personal high-end Grail. For some people, maybe not. My friend Sean's like, that's silly. You could buy a Marvel or DC Grail. But for me, I was just like, this is exciting. I bought Little Dot number 1. Oh, man. Now, it's a Grail for me because it's the first appearance of Richie Rich. Now, I think it's about, Mike thought it was like a 4 or 4.5. I think it's more like a 3.5-ish. And it might be trimmed on this side. I'm not 100% sure because I looked and like I was using that little teeny green bit and just looking at all the graded copies that were not trimmed, ones that were legit. CGC said they weren't altered. That green, sometimes it's a little bit more, sometimes it's a little less. So I'm not 100% sure. So I paid just over $4,000 for this book. If it's not trimmed, I got it for a good price because people are trying to get like $3,000 for a 1.5, $6,000 to $7,000 for like a 4.5. So it's like right around what is, like slightly under market. If it's trimmed though, I probably overpaid by like $1,000. But here's the thing. Mike is letting me pay over like 2 to 3 months. So basically he's allowing me to get into this book, even if I'm overpaying, but I'm doing it in such a way that I can slowly work into it. So that's the only reason why I decided to jump on it at that price, because I knew I could, a couple $100, $300 a week, I can come up with that just selling other things out of my collection. And I'm getting probably, one of the top 5 wants, I would say. Top 5 wants in my collection. Because as a kid, I loved Richie Rich. Now, its flaws, it's got some creasing here and a little bit of a crease right there. But overall, it's pretty solid. It doesn't feel like it's got a slight bit of gloss on it. The back is a bit tanned. It might be trimmed. That's my only negative thing about it. But again, for a book like this, sometimes you have to live with that. And it's really hard to price these things out. But, I could have bought a graded copy. But with a graded copy, I don't get to open it up and look for the first time Richie Rich appeared in comics. Oh, man, I love it. And the page quality is like a off-white to white. It's not terrible. There it is. First time ever Richie Rich appears in comics. Pause it right there. You can read the first 2 pages. And then you can pause it right there. Read the second 2 pages. And the last page. That's cool. But yeah, so it's I did if you guys are expert in trimming, it does look like there's little bits of the fibers coming out, it's not trimmed. My only concern is I think this edge looks a little bit less than square, so it might just be a problematic cut. And I think when I fold it out Like it looks too square on the right side. Left side doesn't look too bad. I don't know. Either way, you know what? I might have overpaid a bit. I am thrilled to have it. This is like a top grail. Probably my second most valuable book in my collection now. Amazing.